Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. Today is Thursday. It is the 13th day of April, 2023. This is the morning briefing. And as I look out the window from the home office, it is a sunny and bright day, but it is not a warm morning. We've even had a little bit of frost in the foothills, parts of the foothills. Some of the colder valleys have been down around 32 first thing this morning. And in the valley, while temperatures are in the 40s to low 50s as I record this, some locations are seeing winds gusting up around 30 miles an hour. I just checked Marysville at this hour, 48 degrees with the wind gusting to 30. That's a cold morning. It's just a cold north wind. And parts of the valley are going to see a gusty north wind throughout the day. And I'll talk more about that, about how long that gusty north wind will last. We'll also look ahead to chances of rain here, that we have been talking about some chances of some showers coming up early next week. So I'll show you the latest thinking on that. But first thing this morning I want to do is start off with a little eye candy. No, not me. This is, let me get my face off of this. So this is really high-resolution satellite imagery that I really like here. So we've been talking about the super bloom in Southern California. I want to give you one example of how this shows up from space. So here's Lancaster right in here. And if you go to the west of Lancaster, you do see this area in here, the hills to the west and slightly northwest of Lancaster. And if you look here, notice how the hills aren't just this greenish color like you have up in here. Instead, they have this yellow-orange kind of glow to them. That's all the poppy fields that have popped up out in here. Isn't that just amazing? You can just imagine the expanse of these. There are other examples as well, and a couple of spots west of Bakersfield. It's just spectacular showing up, and it's not all poppies either. There are other wildflowers that are popping up out there, but just wide expanses of these. So, like I said, I thought I'd start you off with a little bit of eye candy first thing this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the regional satellite, the typical satellite photo that we like to show you. And as you can see, California is mainly clear. There are some clouds in the southern part of the valley, down toward Bakersfield and to the south. There are also some clouds in Southern California, but all of those will be clearing from north to south as we go through the day. There are more clouds off to the north, and the key here is that that's where all the activity is going to be heading over the next couple of days. We are going to be seeing some rain in the Pacific Northwest, but for California, a little bit of a ridge is starting to build on in, and with that, we will be starting to see a warming trend. Let's talk about these winds just a little bit. This is a product I really like called CanSac, C-A-N-S-A-C, and it used the WRF model. So this is first thing this morning. And as you can see, these areas highlighted in this yellow, orange, and somewhat pink color down in here, that's Yolo County. The usual suspects when we have a gusty north wind. This is 8 o'clock this morning. As you get into San Joaquin and Stanislaus County, a lot less wind and very little wind in the foothills. That's 8 o'clock this morning. Let's go ahead a frame, and I'll take it up to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this afternoon. The same areas are breezy. You can see the wind arrows are pointing from the north and northwest. This will give you breezy conditions in Marysville, Live Oak, as well as Colusa, Woodland, certainly, Fairfield, and Dixon. But once again, while it'll be breezy in the San Joaquin Valley and in the foothills, a lot less than what you'll see in areas like some of the areas that I mentioned. Well, Roseville would also be in this, and Lincoln, too. That's 2 o'clock this afternoon. Let's go ahead another couple of frames. This goes in 3-hour increments, by the way. This is around, let's see, this is 8 o'clock this evening. So then you can see we're down into the yellow colors. The winds are really diminishing. And on the scale down here, that gives you sustained winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So the wind's diminishing as we head into the late afternoon and early evening. And after sunset, the winds die down. And I'm going to fast forward to early tomorrow morning. This is 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And now the winds are flat. They're down here. They're under 5 miles an hour. So no wind tomorrow morning, but with clear skies tonight and with very dry air, this wind forecast shows you that tomorrow morning is also going to be cold. We'll likely see temperatures in the valley down in the low 40s first thing in the morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at some model information here, because we've been talking about some chances of rain as we head toward early next week. So this is Monday, and what I wanted to show you here, this is the precipitable water across the Pacific. And if you haven't seen this before, or you can't quite get your bearings here, we're looking across the entire Pacific. Alaska is here. These are the Aleutians. This is California right here. And what we're looking at is precipitable water, an amount of water in the atmosphere, if you will. And it's these areas like this that you want to be watching for, because if you're under one of these or one of these gets aimed with the right dynamics into California, we get really good rain. But this is Monday. And as you can see, we have still relatively dry conditions over California. And while the moisture increases a little bit into the day on Tuesday, it's very, very limited. And that means that any showers we get would also be very limited early next week. And the models have been trending drier and drier into Monday and Tuesday, but we're still including the chance of some showers on those days and some cooler weather as well. There is a hint that we could see a return of some precipitable water maybe toward the end of next week or early next weekend, but I don't have a lot of faith in that at this point. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at what the GFS says is going to happen as we head into Friday and the weekend. This is Friday. Beautiful day on Friday. After that cold start, temperatures in the valley will return to the low 70s. But again, keep in mind Friday morning is going to be quite cold. Saturday morning will be much nicer. And this is the day on Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. We'll have mostly sunny skies, light winds for the most part. Might be a little breezy in the Sierra, but light winds, temperatures in the mid 70s. Beautiful day on Saturday. And then we get into the day on Sunday, and you see some rain starting to appear off the north coast. That means that in areas from Chico to the south, we might start to see some clouds, some high, thin clouds, nothing in Southern California. And then we get into the day on Monday, and temperatures begin to cool. This is Monday morning. Get into Monday afternoon, and there are some showers, some light snow showers, but we'd be expecting inches of snow and maybe a shower or two as we get into the day on Tuesday. But it looks really, really light. The only thing is that it looks colder once again. So while we will warm up over the weekend with valley temperatures in the mid 70s, it does look as though early next week and maybe through the much of next week, we could see highs in the range of 65 to 70, which continues our cooler than average weather temperatures as we head into the middle part of this month. Kind of a trend we've been seeing for the last few months. Every now and then we squeeze in a warm day or two, but I don't see anything approaching 80 degrees anytime soon. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. Today is Thursday. That means there will be a live Facebook chat tonight at 8 o'clock. And of course, I'll be on KCRA at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you later.